Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us here for Crime 2 News First at 4. I'm Whitney Ward, and it is a great day to be a Coug. WSU advanced in the Pac-12 tournament just last night, which means they will now play a second-round game in the tourney for the first time in 13 years. Brenna Green is joining us now live from Vegas as the Cougs are preparing to play the 13th-ranked UCLA Bruins. Hi, Brenna.
Hi, Whitney. Yeah, the Cougs are going to have to play better today than what they did last night against Cal, only shooting 36%, and they're definitely going to have to play better than how they played against UCLA earlier in this season. They only shot 28% against the Bruins there. Now, like you mentioned, the Cougs in unfamiliar territory as a program. This is their first time playing a second game in the tournament since 2009. Yes, the Cougs won their first game 2 years ago, but they didn't get to play that second game because COVID canceled the tournament the next morning. They're going to have to recover quickly for this game. Kyle Smith says they're going to do one thing that's fairly common for programs to do in quick turnarounds, and the other, hey, I wouldn't have guessed it, but we'll see if it works.
We got two things. We're gonna have an ice bath for everybody, kind of recover. And then we got an ice cream social, which I'm really looking forward to. And we'll go over to the UCLA, and that's, you know, happy guys play well. So I'm really looking forward to it. We got shut out last night, MGM Grand. Just if anyone Park, what are we in? Park MGM. Yeah, they kind of shut us out on the ice cream last night. So we still played well. You know, we didn't shoot it well, but I think it's the ice cream. So that's what we're gonna do.
I want to know if they're eating the ice cream while in the ice baths, because that would be next level. Very important questions here, folks. By the way, Kyle Smith says that he prefers Rocky Road over any other ice cream. So if you want to give Kyle Smith some ice cream, Rocky Road is it. We'll have more on this matchup tonight at 5 o'clock, so be sure to tune in then. But for now, reporting in Las Vegas, I'm Brenna Green, Crime 2 Sports.
Hey, whatever works, Brenna. Thank you very much. All right, let's bring it back here at home, and we are taking a look outside. Jeremy, the sun was shining again, and I don't know if it actually was warmer, but it didn't feel as cold as it was yesterday at this time.
It was a bit warmer, and in fact, we are still a bit warmer right now than we were yesterday at this time, so enjoy it. But just know that even warmer temperatures are on the way. 37 degrees right now. And that comes with a little bit of cloud cover. The sun was trying to shine throughout much of the day, but it's not just us that's warmer. 35 in Coeur d'Alene, 36 in Sandpoint, and temps in the mid to low 40s in Moses Lake and Wenatchee. Really, we are starting our warming trend, and as that warming trend continues to unfold, we're only getting warmer from here. Those clouds moving in and kind of taking over, and those are what's going to take us through the night. Now, as we discussed yesterday, cloud cover is going to do a great job of keeping those temperatures pretty uniform overnight. Of course, we will drop once the sun goes down, but not near as much as we have the past couple of days. Tomorrow, dry, mostly cloudy. And then we are going to see the chance of a little bit of moisture move in. I think most of this sticks to higher elevations. Might see a few sprinkles here in Spokane during the evening commute tomorrow, but that's really about it. Breaking it down hour by hour, temps drop overnight, but we stay in the upper 20s here in Spokane. By tomorrow, we're in the mid 40s as our warming trend continues.
Already looking forward to it. Jeremy, thank you very much. New tonight, the CDC has declared Airway Heights public water supply safe to drink despite years of contamination from neighboring Fairchild Air Force Base. Just this afternoon, the agency released a final report detailing the extent of that contamination called PFOS/PFOA in the groundwater. It was discovered, if you recall, back in 2017. It was found to be a direct result of firefighting foam that was used for decades of training out at Fairchild. It forced the city to immediately cut off the water supply to all of its drinking wells. Since then, the city of Airway Heights has been buying public drinking water from the city of Spokane. Now, according to this report, levels of some PFOS in the blood of Airway Heights residents were up to 56 times higher than national levels. It also found longtime residents had more PFOS in their blood, and that for every year they had lived in Airway Heights, their levels got higher. Now, that included children who were breastfed or given formula made with tap water. Despite all of that, though, the CDC says the Airway Heights public drinking water supply currently meets or is below the EPA's advisory for PFOS. Now, just last month, the city announced it did secure $500,000 in state funding from the Department of Health to replace its city water system. We did reach out to the city manager today to find out if today's findings from the CDC will impact that project in any way, but we have not heard back. There will be a public meeting to answer some of those questions for people who live in Airway Heights. That is coming up later this month on March 23rd. For more information on how to register for that virtual meeting or to see some of our past KREM 2 investigations into this contamination, just text the word water to 509-448-2000 and we'll send those links directly to your phone. It is your money, which means it is your future. Today we are talking about the rising inflation rates. Since last year, the inflation rate here in the United States has steadily gone up over the last year from a low of 2.6%, that was in March of 2021, to a 40-year high of 7.9% just last month. So in the last 12 months, experts say surging costs for things like gas, food, and housing have all led to the sharpest spike in inflation since 1982. Gas prices up a staggering 38%. The cost of groceries, that jumped more than 8%. Housing climbed almost 5%. So those new numbers were all just released today. They're not likely a shock for most of us. Inflation, as well as this ongoing Russian invasion of Ukraine, have caused gas prices to go sky high. AAA now listing the average price of a gallon of unleaded in Spokane at just under $4.32 a gallon. The increasing food costs on top of those rising gas prices are being felt by consumers across Spokane, also as they just try to shop for groceries.
Definitely the last month, for sure. But critically, the last week. Critically the last week. I come in here and I want to buy some fruit or something like that, and instead I have to buy what I really need, soap and, household essentials instead of the things I would like to have.
Energy costs have also jumped a whopping 25% in the past year. Coming up tonight on KREM 2 News at 5, we'll have more on the newest inflation numbers and how it is affecting local shoppers. A new flight destination for the Spokane Airport announced just today.
We've seen a lot of people that are transitioning up here to the Washington, Spokane, northern Idaho area.
Yeah, we'll let you know where you can soon buy a direct ticket. Here's a hint. It's south. And the TSA has released its future plans when it comes to masking. We'll let you know about that, plus the guidance the Meade School District just released for this coming Monday.